Hey everybody, it's Mater here, and today we're diving into something a little different but oh so important, intimacy. And no, I don't mean just the bedroom kind, although that's definitely part of it. I'm talking about truly connecting with your partner on a deeper level, both emotionally and physically. Now, before we get started, can we just acknowledge how awkward it is to talk about this stuff sometimes? I mean, even I, someone who talks for a living, gets a little flustered. But you know what? It's important. We all deserve to have amazing connections, and that starts with open communication and a little bit of know-how. So, whether you've been together for 5 months or 5 decades, I've got 10 tips that'll help you build anticipation and create more intimacy with your partner. Trust me, these tips are good. And remember, the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the journey together. You know that feeling when you're really looking forward to something, like really looking forward to it? That's the feeling we're going for here, people. And the best way to build that anticipation is to start long before any clothes come off. Think about it. A few flirty texts throughout the day, a surprise compliment, or even just a sweet thinking of you message can make all the difference. It's like sending little sparks of excitement throughout the day, so by the time you're actually together, you're both ready to combust. Okay, so you've set the mood, the anticipation is high, and now it's time to turn up the heat. But hold your horses. Don't rush into anything just yet. Instead, start with some gentle, lingering touches. Think about lightly stroking their arm, tracing your fingers along their jawline, or even just brushing your hand against theirs accidentally. These little touches send shivers down your spine and create a sense of closeness that'll have you both melting in no time. Alright, let's talk about kissing. Not those quick pecks on the cheek you share with your aunt, but those deep, passionate kisses that make you forget what you were talking about. The key here is to slow down and savor the moment. Take your time, explore their lips, and don't be afraid to linger a little longer than usual. Trust me, a kiss that lasts is worth 1,000 quick ones. Now it's time to get a little adventurous and engage all those senses. Think about textures that feel amazing against the skin, silky scarves, soft feathers, or even a blindfold to heighten the other senses. The point is to have fun experimenting and finding what feels good for both of you. Who knows? You might discover a whole new world of sensations you never knew existed. Okay, this one's important, people. Pay attention. Everyone has those special spots that send tingles through their body when touched. And no, I'm not just talking about the obvious ones. Think about the nape of the neck, the ears, the inner thighs, the lower back, all those often overlooked areas that are just begging for attention. Trust me, exploring these erogenous zones can take intimacy to a whole new level. Have you ever noticed how much more powerful words can be when they're whispered? It's like they bypass your brain and go straight to your heart, so take advantage of that. Whisper compliments, tell them how much they turn you on, or even just share a silly inside joke. The intimacy of your voice combined with the closeness will create an electric connection. Intimacy is all about connection. And what better way to connect than to move together? And no, I'm not talking about a choreographed dance routine. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. I'm talking about finding a natural rhythm in your movements. The way you breathe together, the way your bodies move in sync. It creates a sense of unity and makes the experience even more sensual. Everyone loves a good compliment, right? It's like a little boost of confidence and appreciation all rolled into one. So, be generous with your praise. Tell your partner how amazing they look, how good they smell, or how much you love the way they make you feel. And don't be afraid to soak up those compliments when they're given to you. Trust me, it'll make you feel like $1,000,000. In a world that's constantly rushing us from one thing to the next, it's so important to slow down and savor the moment, especially when it comes to intimacy. Don't rush through things or get caught up in your head. Instead, focus on the sensations of your partner's body against yours, the way they make you feel, and the joy of being present in this moment together. A little bit of playful teasing can go a long way in keeping things fun and exciting. Think about a mischievous glance, a lighthearted touch, or even a whispered suggestion that leaves them wanting more. The key here is to keep it light and playful. You want to create a sense of anticipation and excitement, not frustration. So there you have it, 10 tips to help you build anticipation and create more intimacy with your partner. Remember, communication is key, and what works for one couple might not work for another. The important thing is to find what feels good for both of you, and to have fun exploring together. And hey, if you try something and it's not your cup of tea, just laugh it off and move on to the next thing. Life's too short to be serious about everything, right? So go out there, be open, be honest, and most importantly, be intimate.